can you solve this math challenge? Here's the question. Given that x plus 1 over x equals negative 1 plus square root of 5 over 2, then our goal is to solve for the value of 5x raised to the power of 5. You can pause this video if you want to give this problem a try. And now, let's answer this question together. So, the question is to solve for the value of 5x raised to the 5th power, and we have given an equation that says that x plus 1 over x equals negative 1 plus square root of 5 all over 2. Now, there are many ways to answer this kind of question, but here's one possible way to solve this kind of question. First thing to do is to cancel out the denominators. Of course, we don't want fractions, so first thing to do is to multiply all terms by 2. If we do that, we get 2x plus 2 over x equals negative 1 plus square root of 5. Now, to get rid of this denominator x, let's multiply all terms by x. This will give us 2x squared plus 2 equals negative x plus x multiplied by square root of 5. Now, we have a term having a radical number, which is square root of 5. So what we're going to do here is to add x on both sides. So let's isolate x times square root of 5. Then what we're going to do here is to eliminate the square root. So let's square on both sides. Now let's simplify. On the right hand side, this is very easy. X multiplied by square root of 5 quantity squared. This is just 5x squared. Now on the left side of our equation, we can use this identity if we have a plus b plus c raised to 2. It is equivalent to a squared plus b squared plus c squared plus 2ab plus 2ac plus 2bc. So in this case, a represents 2x squared, b represents x, and c represents 2. Therefore, if we expand the left-hand side, this will give us 2x squared quantity squared plus x quantity squared plus 2 quantity squared plus 2 times 2x squared times x plus 2 times 2x squared times 2 plus 2x times 2 equals to 5x squared. Now, let's simplify each of these terms. 2x squared raised to the power of 2, this will give us 4x raised to the 4th power. X raised to 2, of course, this is x squared. 2 raised to 2, this is just 4. Now, 2 times 2x squared times x, this is just 4x cubed. Now, how about 2 times 2x squared times 2? This will give us 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So we have 8x squared. And 2 times x times 2, this will give us 4x. Now, let's combine similar terms. But before that, let's rearrange some terms a little bit. Like this. So therefore, the exponent of the variable x is now decreasing in decreasing order. So we have 4x to the 4th power plus 4x cubed plus x squared plus 8x squared plus 4x plus 4 equals to 5x squared. Now, let's combine x squared and 8x squared. This will give us 9x squared. And also, on the right side, let's equate this to 0 by subtracting 5x squared on both sides. This will give us 4x squared on the left side. And take note, all of these terms having numerical coefficient of 4. So let's divide all terms by 4. This will give us x raised to the 4th power plus x cubed plus x squared plus x plus 1 equals to 0. Now, our goal is to solve for the value of 5x raised to the 5th power, but we don't have x raised to the 5th power on this equation. But take note, in this equation, clearly x is definitely not equal to 0. Because if we let all x with 0, the left-hand side is 1 and the right-hand side is 0. Therefore, x is not equal to 0 given this equation. Also, given the original equation. So, since we know that x is not equal to 0, what we're going to do here is to multiply both sides by x. This is legal because x is not equal to 0. So, on the right-hand side, x times 0 is just 0, of course. And if we distribute x to x to the 4th power plus x cubed plus x squared plus x plus 1, this will give us x raised to the 5th power. This is what we want. plus x raised to the fourth power plus x cubed plus x squared plus x equals to 0. Now, let's focus on the expression that we want to evaluate. We want 5x raised to the fifth power, or simply 5 raised to the fifth power times x raised to the fifth power. We have now x raised to the fifth power. And looking at the next expression, x raised to the fourth power, x cubed, x squared, and x, on the first equation, if we subtract 1 on both sides, we get that the value of that expression. And that expression, x raised to the fourth power plus x cubed plus x squared plus x, must be equal to -1. So, we can replace this expression after x raised to the fifth power as -1, like this. Now, let's focus on this result. We have x raised to the fifth power minus 1 equals to 0. And then, take note that if we add 1 on both sides, we get that x raised to the fifth power must be equal to 1. Now, on the expression that we want to evaluate, we want 5 raised to the fifth power times x raised to the fifth power. So, let's multiply both sides by 5 raised to the fifth power like this. Therefore, the left-hand side now is definitely equal to 5x raised to the fifth power. And it is equivalent to 5 raised to 5 times 1. And 5 raised to 5 is simply 3,125. Therefore, our answer to this question must be 3,125. And as always, we are done.